Yes, welcome to the Pro Wrestling Weekly podcast, yes. My name is Broken Josh Burrell, and tonight, me and my brothers, Brother Nation and Brother Reapers, we will become the podcast of gold. Delete, 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 delete.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly. I'm your host, Steve, also known as Steve the Reaper. Follow me on Twitter, which will be in the description down below. And sorry if you hear any background noise, and let's get right into this podcast. It's been a while. I'd like to personally apologize. I finished up high school a couple of weeks ago, and then I had to prepare for my grad party, and then this past weekend I went to the college I'm going to, their orientation. I was busy with that, but here I am. We're back in living color, and I am here joined by a member of the Wolfpack, Josh Morrell.
I've not been away that long because I did an extra episode just last week. So if you want to check that out, definitely it's on the podcast feed, only on the podcast feed, and that's in future. If I have to do any of those episodes, that's where it will be. So.
And there you go. Josh took it upon himself to do that PWW extra episode. I was chilling in my hotel room, and he's like, yo, there's going to be something special going up on iTunes. I was like, oh, okay, this is new. And it was that PWW extra episode, so please do check that out if you guys want a couple more minutes of Pro Wrestling Weekly content. So, gotta applaud his initiative for that. Doing that, I should say.
I'm here all month.
There you go. So, kind of a, I don't want to say stacked episode, but it has some meat and potatoes to it. Let's just say that.
We've come back to a banger news week, let's say.
Yeah, we have. And we'll also feature kind of a new segment. I call these new segments, but really it's just incorporating stuff into the podcast called the Indie Hour. So, I'm excited about that. And you guys will see what I mean in just a short while. I say short while, but it's probably going to be a long while. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, first off, probably the biggest news of this week, Mauro Ranallo is coming to NXT as an announcer. So,
now, to say this come out of the blue, literally, we thought he was estranged from WWE forever. He's never coming back. And then the day before because as we're recording this, he is actually doing the job right now. So, we may insert the video at the end of Triple H welcoming Mauro Ranallo in. People need to see this as much as possible. It's really good. But anyway, as I was saying, to say this come out of the blue is an understatement because, as I said, we thought, he's never coming back. Vince has fucked him off, or JBL's bullied him, or both. And I still don't believe the fact that JBL did not bully Mauro, and Vince didn't bully him around as well. I do not believe that. So, but anyway, I'm glad to see him back. And when I saw the Instagram post, to say I was jumping for joy is also an understatement, which is a bit embarrassing, but. He's next to JR. He's one of the best in this business, bar none. No one could beat JR, but in this current day, but he's up there.
There you go. I'm looking forward to him calling Aleister Black matches and Drew McIntyre matches. That's going to be exciting.
And Bobby Roode matches.
Yes, that too.
And every match, to be honest.
Oh,
yeah. Well, the only thing that I'm not happy about is Percy Watson still staying on the broadcasting booth.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him. Honestly, he's okay, but he's not a Tom Phillips or a Corey Graves or a Mauro Ranallo
or a Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah,
Mauro
and Nigel paired. Yes.
This is my dream team that I didn't even know I wanted. but now I do, because Nigel's been commentating for years in Ring of Honor, which we'll talk about Ring of Honor later on. But to say that this is, I'm looking forward to the first episode, which Morrow's debuting next week. Like, he's debuting on the June 28th edition, so he's getting straight into it. So I'm waiting with bated breath to watch NXT fuck Raw and SmackDown. I can go and do one, or unless Maria might come on SmackDown, like actually on TV. But it'd be the best. It'd be the best thing of next week, bar none, with Morrow coming back.
And let's also point out that he's still going to be doing Showtime boxing, I'm pretty sure, as long as it does.
And he's just signed a new deal with Bellator, which he's doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
As of this, the recording, but it might have already been. Well, sorry, UK fans, because apparently you won't be able to watch it. But Americans, you can order it on pay-per-view. I don't know how much it is, but in them American ducats. But they'll be commentating on that as well. So he's doing Bellator, he's doing his own podcast, Rootin' and Ronaldo. I'm even advertising other people's podcasts, but he deserves it because he's a fucking king. He's doing Showtime boxing, as you said, and he's commentating Mayweather. And he said Pacquiao. Then no, it's an old fight. Mayweather, McGregor. So to say Morrow is not financially well off, he's doing well for himself, and he deserves it. To be fair, so
definitely.
A man that can call boxing as well as wrestling and mixed martial arts and... What was that event he called on Fight TV that I can't remember? But never mind. It'll come to me later on and I'll bloody regret it for the rest of the thing. But, Morrow deserves every success that he has, and to see him back in WWE is definitely happy. I'm happy. I'm sort of now glad it's not back on SmackDown because it's away from that idiot JBL who should be sacked immediately. But Vince is until Vince is gone, that won't happen.
There you go. So very happy for Morrow. Welcome back, I guess. Yeah. It's not I guess. It's 100% welcome back.
His contract was basically terminated until yesterday, really.
Yeah.
If you think about it. So
there you go. Mauro Ranallo, one of the best voices in the sports industry, is back in WWE and on
North south of the equator.
There you go. I'm not getting that reference, but hey, I'll roll with it.
It's I think he used it in the Cruiserweight Classic a lot. So that's the one I remember, and obviously Tope Suicida. So yeah, Joe, what? Here's an unrelated moment. The most uncomfortable me watching wrestling period is when Joey Styles called the suicide dive and then proceeded to say about Mike Awesome, I wish he succeeded in taking his own life, which he eventually did a couple of years later. So that's the most uncomfortable I've been watching professional wrestling. Anyway, Mauro
Ranallo, Jesus. Okay, so there we have it. Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Kind of controversial in the women's Money in the Bank match, and this is the only thing I plan on talking about other than Baron Corbin becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Yay him, cool.
And Maria and Mike coming in.
Yes, Maria Kanellis returning, and Mike Kanellis debuting as the Miz and Maurice of SmackDown, because let's face it, that's what they are. I have no problem with it. But
and that's why Miz and Maurice have broken up.
Yeah, that's the only downfall of that. But, hey, Miz and Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, or Boback, is,
What?
Boback?
No.
Or Rye Dallas? No?
No.
Okay, that's what he looks like.
No.
No. If Ryback and Bray Wyatt had a baby, that was Bo Dallas on Monday.
We'll be having some weird sex dreams in.
Nah,
so I see nothing like that.
That's not a dream, that's just what it looks like, dude. I'm just gonna call it as it is. Anyway, so yeah. But the controversy in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, James Ellsworth grabbed the briefcase and then tossed it to Carmella. So there's a lot of people heated that a man basically won the match, which I can see. You know, it's kind of some heat on the company, but also heat on the heels. It creates storyline. It's stupid, I know, but it has a storyline. Now, Daniel Bryan on SmackDown this past Tuesday, he's made another Money in the Bank ladder match, stripping Carmella of the briefcase. So I'm kind of curious if they're gonna have Carmella win it again, or
False.
You think they will?
There's no question. Becky Lynch is not going to win it because they're burying her under the fucking sun. All four of women are basically being buried. You can sort of make an argument for Charlotte, but the rest are getting buried under the sun. Tamina has no chance. Obviously, Charlotte Flair has no chance. The only one I could see winning other than is maybe giving it to Natalya for shock factor. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, but Natalya hasn't really done much. I feel like
She's been
I think like capitalized.
I'm just gonna say she's been Divas champion.
Yeah.
So that's something you had to be in. Like that was you had to be really strong to get through that era.
Well, yeah, but like I feel like if they were gonna put the women's title on her, it should have been a few years ago, or last year. Like I don't know. I just feel like her time.
They wanted to put it on her because they wanted. It was written in the stars that Sasha and Charlotte were having a feud, and then obviously they wanted her to have the belt 5 times to get matched to the record of Daddy. So you know.
Well, yeah, I'm just...
You know that is secretly what they want.
No, I get that. I totally get that. But I feel like if Natalya did win, she would be the first woman to fail cashing in. I feel like if they were to do that, then that's how they would do it, and then it would be pointless. So
yeah, but where do you see Carmella cashing it in? That's the thing. I think Carmella will lose.
I don't know. That's they put themselves in a sticky situation trying to make a storyline out of this.
Well, WWE knows that like sticky situations, if you know what I mean.
Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men. Sorry, King Ross. Sorry.
No, I was meaning many pudding and mud matches, but okay.
Alrighty. So, yeah. So, first historical women's Money in the Bank is gonna be historical because
for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, because James
He's won by a fucking man-child who should be fucking sacked. Fuck James Ellsworth. Put him, literally video him getting actually fired and them actually ripping up his actual contract and kicking him to the curb. That'd be so funny for TV. I'd watch that and maybe even never mind. You don't want to know what I'd do if that happened.
See, I think this is something that we were worried about James Ellsworth being signed because there was a novelty to him, and now he's kind of...
I've hated him since day dot. I'm one of the only ones that fucking hate the prick.
This is true. You have been vocal in this.
Exactly. So, people jumping on the bandwagon now can go and screw off.
Oh, if they're just now jumping on the bandwagon, I don't know where they've been for the past year.
Exactly. Shit.
Should have been there for his first match with Braun Strowman, guys. Come on. Like, because of him, Braun Strowman is where he's at. Sorta. Braun
Strowman would have got there anyway with any jobber.
That's true, but James Ellsworth kick-started that and beat AJ Styles 3 times.
Braun Strowman kick-started his own... Braun Strowman kick-started his own popularity, and James Ellsworth, well, fans were just... can't say the word that I was going to say because that's really offensive, but are really stupid. Oh. You can kind of gather what word I meant there.
Yeah. Trying to be politically correct here on the podcast.
Fuck that. Trying to watch my mouth. And swearing not watching my mouth, because swearing is the English language.
Seems like a certain former WWE star and current UFC star said that in a podcast a while ago.
Exactly. See? I'm smart.
Well, see, I try to. And I agree with that statement that, you know, some foul words are part of the English language. It just depends on if you mean it offensively or not. So.
Oh, I always do.
Well, there you go. Oh, this podcast episode, we're only 15 minutes in, and we just totally flip-flopped everything. Your sense of direction is gone, loyal listeners.
Well, it's all wacky, and that's what people love. Car crash podcasting.
That's true, and that's pro wrestling, wacky.
Exactly. Unpredictable. Not WWE, but some unpredictable.
So straying away from
book every pay-per-view and get it right. That's when you should worry. I don't need no bookies.
Well, there you go.
I don't need no betting odds.
You know, one thing I'm starting to do for pay-per-views now, I'm starting to look at betting odds, and I know that kind of takes away from the surprise and shock and awe, but it's good to know that when I predict something and I look at a betting odds site, it's like, yay, cool, my prediction's actually somewhat good. But I never thought...
Gambling's just for people to waste money.
Now, see, I don't actually gamble, though. I'm just gambling with my predictions.
I've dabbled in a bit of money gambling.
Uh-oh.
Well, obviously, I've been of age. I'm 20 now, and the legal age for gambling here is 18.
Oh, there you go.
So, I'm not doing it illegal. Well, it's 21 in America, so don't do it before 21, kids.
See, there you
it's
go.
Illegal in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, we're not.
But here, you can go do lally at 18.
Yeah, we're not encouraging gambling, because gambling can be a dangerous thing. So
exactly. Yeah, and I've known people to lose hundreds of thousands on gambling. So no, it's yeah. Know your limits, that's all I'll say.
There you go. So, straying away from WWE, and as we get towards the ND hour, I'm very pumped for that. TNA versus the Hardys, it's still going on. Now, granted, over the past couple of months, it was really hot, and then it kind of died down, but Rebby Hardy is like... keeps on pouring more gasoline. It's like, I understand the frustration, but it's kind of surprising that this is still an ongoing thing, and you know, it's this much under the sun.
Can I just say, couldn't Jeff Jarrett go and suck a big fat dick already?
Well, you did just say that, so I mean,
well, obviously, because one, he's claiming that Impact owns a thing. Yeah, they may own intellectual property, but they don't own the idea around it. And even if WWE does want it, which it's clearly they do, because it makes money, and it makes T-shirt sales, and it makes buy rates. Well, it doesn't make buy rates, but it makes attention. Let's say Jeff Jarrett's just fucking it all up. And the fact that he's Rebby released a DUI of Jeff Jarrett, that's he's got a few arrests under his belt, so he better tread careful where he's stepping.
Wait, so she released his DUI? Oh, see, that's where it gets a little bit more messy, and I think when you're calling out a company for the wrongdoings or supposed wrongdoings, I think there's a fine line where you cross, and I think releasing arrest records that are most likely already public, I think that doesn't help your case.
Well, let me just say, backing up what Rebby is, because apparently there's been drunk texts sent from Jarrett to that group, so I don't think either side is perfect. Let me just say, legally it'd be a hard-fought battle, let me just say.
Oh, no doubt. No one's really perfect in this sense. It's really messy.
I feel, well, I'm not saying this because I'm biased to people who are in WWE, because I'm not. Because if Jeff Jarrett was in the right, I would have said, yeah, Jeff's right, let them keep it. But I think Matt's in the right on this one, and Matt should deserve to get his gimmick. And I think TNA, Impact, Jeff Jarrett, Ed Norholm, whatever the fuck the name is, they need to get their head up out their arse and just admit it. Because with AJ Styles, after he came into WWE, they couldn't help selling AJ Styles DVDs, of AJ Styles in TNA. They still advertise AJ Styles on, they even tag him, AJ Styles Org in this match in 2004 TNA. Surely WWE could sue their ass for doing that. They're both in the, Hardys and TNA are in a very legal grey area. And I don't know how much it costs to get out of the legal grey area for both companies, but if I saw the legal battle going into court, I think it would go to the Hardys.
Oh, I don't know. I don't... Oh. See, you just brought something new into this, Josh. We're now predicting potential court cases.
Well, to be honest, with TNA doing their thing, I think Rebby should go forward with this. TNA are just going out publicly saying its impacts, all of its impact is just wrong. And she's got a right to even slanderous claims as well, because some of the people in the company have been slanderous towards the Hardys. Saying, oh, I liked Jeff, but Matt was a bit of a, blah, blah, blah. Pinning all the blame on Matt, basically, for this. So, I just want TNA to get their asses handed to them in court, to be honest.
But the more... Here's what I don't understand. I think Rebby is making kind of blank firing statements, if that makes any sense, because I feel like, they keep on threatening court, right? Why don't they just do it already instead of dragging this on?
That shit costs a lot of money in America. A lot of fucking money.
But
for a court case like that, if they want to go really in, it could cost hundreds of thousands of dollars for legal fees, for attorneys, for legal teams, for TNA it'd be a little bit easier, but not much. Depending if anyone actually wants to pay for it. But the Hardys is going to be harder on them financially to do it. That WWE money ain't going to pay for it. And we say that.
I would hope, though, that the Hardys would have a little bit more money to, actually take this to court. I could be wrong, though. I'm just assuming.
I think WWE could go, look, we'll give you a little bit extra to help you get, because we want the gimmick. We do want it. But you do know that this fee is for, part 50-50 ownership of the gimmick. We will, and then once you've done with the company, you've got the opportunity to say they get paid yearly, which that's probably not the case. But say if they had a yearly sum, say that got chopped into half. So we'll take half of your money so you can buy back your gimmicks. You can use it anywhere else. Because when Samoa Joe, say if he leaves WWE on contract dispute, that's his name. That's not WWE's name. So, I don't know.
It's just a really messy situation either way.
Definitely.
I hope, for the sake of the fans, for the sake of us, I hope that Hardys win and that the broken gimmick comes to WWE, because that would be cool.
And it's a lot of fucking merch, because the Hardys sell a lot of merch already.
Yeah.
But I think they're in the top 5 at least of top merch sellers. And they've only been in the company, April, May, June, so it's 2 or 3 months. They print money.
Yeah.
And they're a veteran tag team, you know.
And
Even though the Dudleys were well received in the beginning, they didn't really sell that much merch. So
I forgot who said this. I think it might have been somebody from What Culture, but you can only ride out the nostalgia gimmick for so long. And
yeah, but the Hardys.
Go ahead.
Hardys are a bit different because Jeff has somewhat stayed in prominence, only not for the great stuff, like for the drug issues and that pay-per-view where he came out drunk on TNA. So, they've managed to stay relevant. So if this broken gimmick does come to WWE, then it'll give them the new freshness that it might shave off the nostalgia act for a little while because it's a new gimmick for them. Well, a new gimmick to WWE fans, but obviously not a new gimmick to us. But yeah, there's a lot of children that don't know what a TNA is. They might just think it's cooked tits and arse, which is what Russo wanted to call it, or shit stain. Sorry, may I say?
Oh, yay TNA! Gotta love it.
Fuck TNA.
There you go. There's the catchphrase. So,
exactly.
We're moving on to the Indie Hour, ladies and gentlemen, where we will be covering... Well, okay, so here's the thing. I don't exactly know how we're going to be mapping this whole entire segment out. If there's something interesting in the indie scene, then we'll do the Indie Hour for the next podcast episode. Or we'll cover a recent Ring of Honor or ICW episode or pay-per-view or the results of that pay-per-view. It's real...
New Japan, stuff like that.
Yeah, so... It's kind of like a trial and error, or a pilot, in a sense, but I'd like to keep on doing it because when I pitched, covering Ring of Honor pay-per-view and the New Japan special event, I got really excited for it, and that hasn't happened in a while, so I'm gonna ride on this.
Well, I covered Dominion last week, so
yeah,
I guess, yeah.
So... let's get right into the Indie Hour. So we're going to first cover the Ring of Honor pay-per-view Best in the World, which is happening tonight on a Friday night at the time of recording this on the Fight TV app and PlayStation Network. So we're only going to give our predictions for the main event. Well, I know Josh is going to do the main event, but there's a couple of matches.
There's a couple of matches that catch your eye already.
Yeah.
That I've got in front of me.
So... we're going to start from the bottom to the top. Losing team must disband, so we have the Rebellion versus Search and Destroy. And I'll also leave the match cards in the link in the description down below in case you guys want to see it and read along as well. So, now giving my predictions there.
This match is just, I know 3 people in there. Key King, which was the audition for WWF Tough Enough. Yes, he's been around that long when it was WWF. I think it was the second season, literally from when it was becoming WWF to WWE. So that's when Kenny was known for basically having sex. I think was it having sex a lot, or I don't know. But yeah, and then the other 2 names, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin of the Search and Destroy team. Obviously, Motor City. I'm tired. The Motor City Machine Guns in TNA, and New Japan, I think. I think they used that name in New Japan, I'm not too sure. But, yeah. If I had to make a prediction, I'll probably say Search and Destroy, not knowing anything really about the storyline. But, there you go.
Well, here, if we're going to throw in random predictions for stuff that we're not as familiar with, I will go with Search and Destroy as well. Because I've heard of Chris Sabin before, and that's the only reason why I'm going with that. So, next match, presumably, the Kingdom, which is Matt Taven and Vit. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last names if I'm not familiar with it. Versus CMLL's Ultimo Guerrero and El Terrible.
I thought that meant El Terrible.
El Terrible. You know what?
That's
because there's no accent mark on it. Whoops.
Yeah. Ring of Honor, fix your shit. I'm going to go with CMLLs, guys.
I shall go with that as well, because why not? I'm not following these storylines very well.
Yeah. Well, mind you, CMLL's not available here, I don't think, because on the New Japan World, which I do have for a couple of more days, so I will be watching some more New Japan matches, and I'll be reviewing a couple of old New Japan matches next week, starting with Nakamura's final match, Saturday, final New Japan match, with tagging with Okada, and on the other team is Hiroshi Tanahashi, but yeah, that'll be decent. So we definitely will have an Indiana next week, but no, yeah, you don't get CMLL in the UK anyway in New Japan World, because that's apparently CMLL is only available in Japan. So, well, with a cheeky VPN, you probably could watch CMLL, but I can't be fucked. So yeah, there's no way of accessing CMLL here. Don't know about America, but yeah, I don't know nothing about these. I know I'm going to see CMLL, guys, when I'm going to see Ring of Honor in August.
There you go.
Which will be my comeback video, because I'm currently taking a hiatus off YouTube. But when I do come back, announcement right here, you heard it here first. The first video when I come back will be the Ring of Honor vlog from York Hall in London. So look out for that. Awesome. August 19th.
There you go. So following that match is a strap match with Bullet Club member Hangman Page versus the Heavy Metal Rebel Frankie Kazarian. I'm going to go with Hangman Page because I am familiar with him simply from, watching some episodes of Ring of Honor, because I'm starting to get into Ring of Honor a little bit more now. I'm happy about that. But simply because I'm kind of getting on the Bullet Club bandwagon, and I think almost everybody is, so I don't feel bad about it, and I just like the Bullet Club in general. I'm going to go with Hangman Page.
I'm going with Hangman Page because I've met Frankie Kazarian. He's an absolute prick. So, yeah. I met him at TNA meet and greet, so... Which, ironically, was next to Ric Flair, who's more of a dick. Which was weird. So yes, but if you didn't hear me, I met Ric Flair, but he was probably drunk. 'Cause he did reek of beer.
No,
so
that's sad.
Yeah, but I met the Hardys there, and all I was talking about was a WWF run at TNA. No, they were moving me quick along. Oh no, we can't talk about WWF. So I don't think, was that the one that wasn't televised? No, it probably was. I think. Yeah, it was. So, I've been on many TNA tapings from London, so I'm not proud of that. Yeah, Frankie Kazarian's a huge arse prick dick, so I'm going with Hangman Page on the basis of that.
Next up, we have Pro Wrestling's Last Real Man. There's a lot of few gimmick matches in this pay-per-view, but
yeah.
Pro Wrestling's Last Real Man, Silas Young versus Jay Lethal. I've picked up a little bit on this storyline. It doesn't say anything about Silas Young's... I want to say valet, but I know he's a wrestler, and his name is slipping my mind right now. It doesn't say that he's going to be at ringside, but it doesn't mean that he would interfere or try to interfere.
Possibly. Wrestling psychology,
Yeah.
If I have to go with prediction, if that does happen... Silas Young, but if that does not happen, I'll go with Jay Lethal, because Jay Lethal's a fucking man. If Jim Cornette likes a wrestler, then he's mainly liked by everyone else, because he's a fucking good wrestler. Yeah. He only likes real mat-based wrestlers. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go with that prediction as well, because I was thinking along the same lines. So next up, for the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championships, we have the 6-Man Tag Team Champions Bully Ray and the Briscoes versus Dalton Castle and the Boys. Now, I've seen Dalton Castle before wrestle. Actually, that was the first match I saw when I watched Ring of Honor. It was a tag team match with him and Colt Cabana. So I'm a little bit familiar with Dalton Castle.
Actually, you've brought up a good point. Did he use his boom boom music on that show?
I believe so, yeah.
Good. I like that fucking song. Come at me. I love that song. Boom! I've got it saved on my phone as well. That's how sad I am.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. You're a wrestling fan.
Yeah. Joe, what? I haven't followed the storylines because I haven't got time to watch Ring of Honor. Well, I have now, so we'll try and catch up. But I probably will go with Dalton Castle and the boys winning.
All right, I will go the opposite. I'm gonna go with Bully Ray and the Briscoes. I feel like since they're a heel tag team or 6-man team, my bad, they're gonna try to do something. And I don't know what they're gonna try to do, but they're gonna do something.
Right.
So following that, we have the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. We have the tag team champions, the Young Bucks versus versus War Machine, which consists of Hanson and Ray Rowe.
Yay!
I'm a Bullet Club guy, Josh, so you're probably gonna hate this prediction. I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks.
I'm going with the other one because I fucking hate the Young Bucks. Fuck them. They're fucking super kicks and melts drivers. Ugh.
Fastest predictions by you and I. I like that.
Exactly.
Next up, we have the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. We have the
This is a match I'm fucking excited for.
Yeah?
Mm.
Ooh. We have the champion Kushida versus the villain Marty Scurll.
Hey.
Okay, here's the thing. I listened to Marty's interview with Sam Roberts on his podcast. That made me an instant fan of him just because of his personality. Take out him being a part of the Bullet Club, just his persona. And
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah.
And I was the fucking show. He joined the Bullet Club on O'Neal.
Oh, O'Neal. Oh my god. Remember when you brought O'Neal as a catchphrase?
Yes, the in-betweeners reference. Yes, I know.
There you go. Oh man. O'Neal.
Yes, O'Neal. Anyway, if I have to, well, obviously, I'm going to predict my homeland boy, the villain Marty Scurll, because one, he's there to cause a spot of bother, and two, he's there to cause a spot of bother, and he's going to be the television champion because he's been the television champion before. Kushida's getting greedy. Kushida 2 belts because he won the IWGP Junior. I think did he win that? I hope he did. If he didn't, don't correct me, Marks, because he did win the Best of Super Juniors. So I think he did. He won the Junior Heavyweight Championship for New Japan. So I think he will be losing, and I hope he does because I love Marty Scurll. He's one of the I will say is the best indie wrestling talent that has not been signed to WWE. Gimmick wise.
I agree.
The crossface chicken wing. The way he explains it in this video that he created on his channel. The crossface chicken wing that he used through all these British legends and then used by a few Americans. Didn't mention Bob Backlund because you know that's what people's gonna say, because that's what people know Bob Backlund for, is a crossface chicken wing. So. No, Marty Scurll's a fucking dog's bollocks, which means the best. Not the what he is the best that Ring of Honor has to offer, I feel. So, if he does not win, it will be a crime.
I will second that, and my prediction is Marty Scurll for that. Then next up, in your main event for the Ring of Honor World Championship, you have the almighty champion Christopher Daniels versus the American Nightmare Cody
Rhodes.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody about this actually today in DMs, and we said that if Rhodes did not win, that would be a shock.
I think by the middle of July, it'll be Cody 2 belts.
Well, I would like to talk about that as soon as we get into the New Japan predictions.
Okay.
But yeah, I just feel like, because they showed a video package on one of the Ring of Honor episodes, and it made it look like that Cody got screwed out of the title because it was a triple threat match. So I can see them playing it off of that and him winning.
Isn't Cody here on Ring of Honor?
Yeah, that's the thing that confuses me.
Yeah.
Because it was Christopher Daniels versus Jay Lethal, I'm pretty sure, and Cody, so I don't know. So that's the thing
Yeah,
that's kind of confusing.
Yeah, it does confuse me a bit, because I remember him turning heel and then beating up Steve Corino, which kind of did make me chuckle, because I love the heels. But, except James Ellsworth, fuck him. And Jinder, fuck Jinder, definitely. That's probably going to get fans mad, but screw it. It's just... the way they're booking Cody's a bit confusing to me, because he's a heel, but people are going to cheer him because he's part of the Bullet Club, and people love the Bullet Club. They love the Young Bucks, fucking pieces of shit. Anyway, I just don't get it. I just don't get why they're booking him so weird. Obviously I predict Cody to win this. Rhodes. Rhodes. But yeah, no, Cody's winning. Definitely. I think Daniels has had I've run the Ring of Honor Championship for the first time shit's run out. I think that's just my humble opinion.
There you go. So that covers the first part of the Indie Hour. We're gonna now cover New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 special in the USA, and it's a 2-night special. So I hope you're still a little bit more awake, Josh, because we're gonna cover both nights if that's cool.
Yeah, I'm awake.
All right, there we go.
I've drunk 2 bottles of water. I'm going to be needing a piss in a short while, so there you go.
So for the first night, we have a 10-man tag team match. We have the Bullet Club, which you may have to help correct me on the Japanese pronunciation of the names, because I'm gonna butcher it.
Yeah.
We have Bad Luck Fale, Marty Scurll. Oh, Bad Luck Fale. There you go. Please don't kill me, Mark, 'cause I'm just getting into the indie scene.
Well, your liking of the Young Bucks may get you a little bit of a punching from me in the first time. Nah, I'm joking. I'll give you a little noogie, maybe.
Alright, I can take that.
I won't hurt you that much.
Marty Scurll, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and Yujiro Takahashi.
Yeah, Yujiro Takahashi, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got it.
Alright, there we go. Versus Chaos, which consists of Beretta, the Briscoes, Rocky Romero, and Will Ospreay. I'm a Bullet Club mark, so I'm going to go with the Bullet Club.
I want Chaos to win because he's got Will Ospreay.
Oh, you make a good point there.
Yeah, I love Will Ospreay. Do you know what? Actually, because this actually relates, because New Japan are working with Ring of Honor at this show. But it's going to be weird. If Ospreay shows up at the London show, I will be at the venue that he was offered that Evolve contract by Paul Heyman.
I remember that. That was pretty sweet.
I would have been at both events, and I would have seen him wrestle in York Hall and give him the contract at York Hall. Obviously, the other way around, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to see Chaos win, but I think New Japan. Jesus, I'm tired. Bullet Club will win. With the Young Bucks probably fucking stealing the show because they're shit.
With their cold spray.
Oh, The only good thing about that promo NWO style thing was Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes. So, yeah, no, I'm a bit torn on that, but I like Will Ospreay. Say that.
There you go. Following that, we have an 8-man tag team match. Dragon Lee, Jushin Thunder Liger, Titan, and Volador Jr. versus... Oh boy, this is going to be fun to pronounce. Los Ingobernables de Japón, which consists of Bushi, Evo...
Los Ingobernables de Japón, I think. That's how I heard Kevin Kelly say it, but...
Dang,
I maybe
killed that then. Oh wow.
Well, I watched Dominion, didn't I?
That's true. You have a fair point there. Bushi, Evo, Hiromu Takahashi, and Sanada. Thank you.
He was in TNA.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm gonna go with Jushin Thunder Liger's team because it's Jushin Thunder Liger.
I'm going with Los Ingobernables de Japón.
Okay, there you go.
Because I like Sonata and I like Evil. Because I like the Japanese guy saying Evil when he's announced on New Japan shows, and I hope that guy shows up. See, if he doesn't, I will be sad. The Nakamura Shinsuke, that sort of thing. I love that guy. Right. If he gets employed by WWE to do the Japan stuff, like the Japan tapings, I would love that as well. I've had him as well. Obviously, that's not going to happen because he's contracted to New Japan, but you know what I mean.
I gotcha. So next match for night 1, there's a lot of matches. It's a singles match, and it's in the first round in the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Hangman Page versus Jay Lethal.
No contest, Jay Lethal.
Oh. Wait, are you saying no contest in favor of Jay Lethal, or...?
No contest, the fact that the pick should be Jay Lethal. That's who should win.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was confused with it. Wait, what? See, I would say Jay Lethal... Wait, no, because Ring of Honor and New Japan have a deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This wouldn't be fucking happening. Because fucking the United States tournament, the championship tournament's all over ringofhonor.com.
Okay, that makes sense then. See, this is tough for me. I don't know why, but it's tough.
Right.
Like, I like Jay Lethal, and I like Hangman Page simply because Bullet Club, obviously.
Yeah. You can't have Bullet Club win every match.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, because I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't want to do like a whole entire Bullet Club takeover, because that's kind of gone.
It's kind of like WO.
Yeah, and they've done that basically already. I'm going to go with your prediction. I'm going to go with Jay Lethal. Let me just point this out real quick. I like this already. I like this segment already because for me now watching independent wrestling, it becomes a struggle for me to predict things, and it makes me think just based on what I know.
WWE.
Yeah. So, just let me say, I'm liking this right now. For all of you people that actually do watch independent wrestling and are screaming at me, I'm sorry. But this is fun for me.
You've been pretty decent so far, so...
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. So we have another singles match in the first round in the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship Tournament. I'm going to say the full name, so for those of you who are like, speed it up, I'm not going to speed it up. Juice Robinson versus our boy, the official inductee of the PWW Boys List, Zack Sabre Jr.
This is really hard. Because I kind of have to go against him because you kind of have to have an American winning the United States belt. But I think Zack Sabre will go through. He's been in a lot of tournaments lately.
Yeah.
Cruiserweight Classic last year. The PWG stuff, and you know, and Juice Robinson. Obviously, if you don't know WWE, you only know WWE people. He was CJ Parker in NXT, so.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's made a hell of a lot of living in Japan. He's so much better.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm not being sarcastic. That's actually really good to hear that people are able to succeed outside of the WWE machine.
Yeah.
But I'll also go with Zack Sabre Jr. As you guys could probably tell because I marked out a little bit. So we have an
Zack Sabre Jr. is part of Suzuki Gun. Ichiban.
So we have an 8-man tag team match, presumably following that. I'm just going in order of the card on Wikipedia.
There's a lot of fucking tag matches.
I know. Like, the next match after this one is a tag match.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry if that offended you if I said, oh, Jesus. Just calm down.
Oh, come on.
I know. I'm filthy. That's okay.
What's all about you?
Oh, okay.
What about those? Actually, no, I shouldn't go into a run about that because otherwise I'll get people coming at me from everywhere. Never mind.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. David Finlay, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Call myself.
Yeah, second time.
Jay White and Kushida versus Billy Gunn.
I'm an ass man.
Yes, thank you. The original PWW theme when Josh came on, guys.
Oh, yes. Oh, I remember that now. Yeah.
There you go. Sho Tanaka. Oh, no.
Your hockey. Actually, no. I don't even know that. So I'm going to...
Komatsu. I'm going to just say the last name because the first name was brutal for me to pronounce. I have nothing in Japanese, people. And Yoshitatsu. That was easy.
I didn't even know he was back wrestling because AJ Styles accidentally broke his neck. So I thought it was done for good. Okay.
Yoshitatsu, wasn't he in WWE?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, there we go.
Up to the stars.
I don't know. Simply, the only person I'm familiar with is Billy Young. And
Billy who?
Billy Gunn.
Sound like you said Billy Young.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I get you. Because Billy Gunn's an arse man.
Well, that, and I'm not familiar. Well, and Yoshitatsu, I'm kind of familiar with.
Well, I know David Finley's Finley's son.
Okay, so there's
Meaning
that.
Fit Finley. Meaning Fit Finley. So, yeah. And Hiroshi Tanahashi is kind of a big deal. Kind of a former, the current IWGP Intercontinental Champion, just won it off of Tetsuya Naito, who fucking destroyed the belt. But it's not even funny. It made the fucking Mr. Perfect job that he did fucking tame. It made it tame. I was so sad when I saw the final shape of the Intercontinental IC title. Yeah, and obviously Tanahashi's been IWGP Heavyweight Champion, so he's a big star in Japan. So he will do well, I think.
There we go. So, who are you predicting for this?
I'm going to have to go with the American Billy Gunn arse man.
Yeah, America. I'm going to go with that too, because two former WWE guys, because I am a stupid mark. Or a filthy mark.
I'm an ass man.
Doom.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have another tag team match.
Yeah, but this one's for the belt, so it actually makes sense.
Yeah, well, I'm half convinced that Teddy Long booked the first night.
Player?
Holla.
Tag team match. 15-man tag team match.
Oh no. Stop it right there.
You know who would do it. You know the Fed would do it.
Oh yeah. It's a tag team match for the IWGP Tag Team Championship. We have the champions, Gorillas of Destiny, which is Tamatonga and Tango Roa versus War Machine, Hanson, and Raymond Rowe.
Gorillas of Destiny, like your theory, because it's dead from the Bullet Club.
Yeah. So we'll go with that. Also, isn't Tamatonga related to some former WWE star? Wasn't it Haku?
Haku.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, foremost, he was in the WWF in the somewhat late 80s, definitely early 90s. And then he went to WCW, came back to the WWF, and was still WCW Hardcore Champion. Like, seriously. But yeah, no, he's Haku's his father, I think.
Okay, cool.
It's his Fed music in 2001. It's worth a listen to because how bad it is. Yeah, it's bad. So I think it's on the Fed CD Volume 5. Not too sure, but it's on there somewhere.
There you go. So we have another first round singles match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship tournament. I'm going to absolutely butcher.
Do you want me to do it because I know them both?
Yeah, please.
Tetsuya Naito versus Tomohiro Ishii.
There we go. Thank you.
And I will predict that because Naito's been ranting on New Japan the fact that they're just going to be too many belts and he wants to destroy them all. So I think Naito's going through.
Okay. There we go. I don't know. I'll go with... See, I've heard of them before. And I don't know how I've heard them before, but I've heard of them from both of them. I'm gonna go with Ishii because controversy. I don't know, just battling of predictions. That's all it is.
Right.
We have this event is really centered around the United States Heavyweight Championship, isn't it?
Well, where are they?
In the United. I will retire from podcasting after that statement. Okay, that makes sense. So singles match again, first round, IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship tournament. Kenny Omega versus Michael Elgin. Whew. Second time's a charm.
He's a former Ring of Honor, I think, champion. So yeah, I'm going to go with Kenny Omega. I don't know why they've dropped him to the United States title picture. That's a bit weird. Yeah. Considering Cody's just nicked it. I think this is a wild shot here. But I think Kenny Omega's going babyface within the next couple of months. And will be coming to WWE by the Royal Rumble 2018.
Oh, that's a bold prediction. But you guys heard it here. So,
yes.
For those of you listening, write it down.
I'm normally right, so...
Yeah. So write it down on note and paper. Pen and paper. Note, paper. Yep. I just bought it.
People don't do that. Use tablets nowadays. Get the script.
I know. It's 2017. Write it in your notepad on your phone.
People were millennials and using Apple Pencils with iPads. And I have to admit I'm one of them.
But hold on. I know what... Oh, God. It's kind of crazy, but sad at the same time, because... Like, discounting you, because I know you, and you're a cool guy. So it's okay if you use that. You're kind of an apple mark. You're kind of an apple mark, so I get it. It's cool.
Yeah, well, I'd say that. They need to make an literal Apple TV, and I'd have it. Fuck, the price would probably be like $10,000 for the fucking 4K 50-inch, but fuck it, I'll be there first.
But it's just... crazy how, like, we've gone from writing stuff down on note and paper. Sometimes I do that. But then,
I still do that sometimes.
Yeah. But then you have, like, I'm gonna put air quotes around this, hardcore, unquote, millennials, using...
Yeah, basically, save the trees!
I'm not even a tree hugger. I say save the tree sarcastically.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Anyway, back to wrestling.
Oh, yeah, back to wrestling. Kenny Omega. I'm also going to go with Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
And then we have the main event for night one. For the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Okada versus Cody. Now, we made... Yes, I'm going to go with Rhodes as well. Now,
yeah, I'm going with you.
I had mentioned in the Ring of Honor predictions that we would table the double champion... for...
Actually, I'm going to take my word back on that.
Oh.
First time ever. I don't think he'll be 2 belts. I think he'll win the IWG.
I think Ring of Honor...
Actually, I'm going to change my prediction again for this show. I'm going to go with Okada.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Because I think Kenny Omega will win it if he's staying with New Japan. If he's not, then... This is a telltale sign that you can tell if if Kenny Omega's staying with New Japan for the next couple of years. Because if Cody wins, I don't see him staying for another year. If he doesn't, then I think he's going to win it at Wrestle Kingdom 12? 13? I don't know. Too many.
Too many.
Yeah. Yeah, it basically sways on if he wins the Ring of Honor title tonight. if he doesn't, and I'm seeing him winning the IWGP. But I think him winning the IWGP is going to be less likely than him winning the Ring of Honor. I think he's more surefire that he's winning the Ring of Honor title tonight. So,
I agree. I'm still going to stick with my prediction. With Cody winning. Now, the unlikeliness, or what, likeliness, let me rephrase that. The likeliness of him being a double champion is very limited. I will be the first to say that it is very limited. Now, it would be cool, but in the sense that since Ring of Honor and New Japan are partnering, it's like this big mind freak. It's like, what? He's holding two main titles with arguably two of the biggest independent pro wrestling promotions.
Don't say that in Japan. Fucking New Japan's the fucking main promotion over there. I wouldn't say that about them, but obviously, yeah, here it's here in the UK, definitely. Number one is WWE, and unfortunately always will be.
Funaki number one.
Oh, fucking it! I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Man, you brought that first to the podcast, though. Are you turning on Funaki?
I probably did, to be fair.
You did. So, are you turning on Funaki? Is this the official heel?
No, I'm turning on you.
Oh, okay. Fair
turning
enough.
you.
I can take that. I can take that.
What, you want to take a chair shot, do you?
No. Well, it depends on the chair shot. Are we talking like Rock versus Mankind, I Quit chair shot, or like Protect?
No, just one really hard one. To the back.
Oh, to the back? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like King.
Well, if you want it to the head, I can.
Oh, no, that's okay. I still gotta...
In Custom City, bitch!
We still have night 2 to do.
Oh my god.
For those of you that have still stuck with us through our bantering, I appreciate you. You are a real one.
Yes.
So,
you are what we call in Britain a true G.
There you go. I like that. So, there's even more matches for night 2. Okay, more this may actually throw off our predictions a bit in case we want to change it up. I'm going to be honest.
I think I remember. I think I remember what I did.
Okay. So the first match of the night, presumably. Okay, hold on real quick. Are you reading this off the Wikipedia page?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Alright. We have the Young Bucks versus...
Roppongi Vice.
Thank you.
Trent Barretta and Rocky Romero.
Yes, there you go.
The Trent Barretta, WWE fame, jobber. There you go.
Okay.
Mate, I think maybe won tag team gold once.
Ooh.
Or tag team bronze, because obviously them shitty bronze belts back in the day. But yeah, no, I think Young Bucks are going over.
Yeah, I do too.
But I want Roppongi Vice to win.
Because?
I love Roppongi. I love Roppongi Vice's team. Roppongi Vice. Yeah, I prefer Roppongi Vice, of course. But unfortunately, you know.
And this was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. So, for those of you that are yelling at us.
And their fucking title names are so long.
I know.
IWGP United States Heavyweight. Like, I feel like I'm drunk by the end of the fucking sentence.
Oh, I know, it's brutal. Just imagine me saying it and people having to hear me ramble and say championship so fast. It's crazy.
That's true,
yeah. Next up, for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, we have Hiroshi
Tanahashi.
Thank you. Almost butchered it. Versus Billy Gunn.
This is going to be a fucking sick match.
The champion goes over. Because I cannot see Billy Gunn becoming the champion.
They're in the USA, man. I think Billy's going over.
Oh, no. You're probably right, too. I'm still sticking with my prediction.
And he's a former WWE superstar.
Oh, yeah.
They like putting them over.
That would be stupid not to capitalize on it.
But I would prefer Tanahashi to win. Because he's only just won the fucking belt with Dominion.
Oh, then that it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Simply because of what you just said. Oh, no. New Japan, why are you doing this to me? I don't even watch your product, and
you should. It's better than WWE. And you can watch old Nakamura matches, which don't suck. Oh, and music and Nakamura music that sort of I think is better than his WWE music. Come at me, bitch.
I will disagree with you a little bit on that. I just can't get into his New Japan theme music.
Oh, I love it. I play it all the time. I blast it on my Bose speaker. No, no, no. I dance to it as well. It's more danceable than the Nakamura theme of WWE, in my opinion.
See, I just pretend that I'm playing the violin while I listen to his WWE theme. I have no problem admitting that.
I don't like musical instruments. They scare me. No, dude.
So every time Lee England Jr. comes on the TV, you're like, oh no. Because of he's a violinist.
We're gonna kick your ass. Oh, I love that WrestleMania 17 performance. He hated singing that song. I remember a story about that. But anyway, that's not Motorhead's not a part of New Japan. Even though I wish they were.
No, that's sweet.
Sick.
Yeah.
Don't game. I don't know who that would have been for, but Triple H in fucking New Japan. That would be.
Oh, geez, that would be weird.
If the WWF had their partnership 20 years later in the Attitude Era of New Japan. Oh.
Imagine that.
Offended. I was looking at like the New Japan archives when I first got the New Japan World back, and there's loads of fucking Hogan matches, and I just clicked on a clip where it says, "Oh, the WWF belt's just a fucking, not fucking obviously, just a toy. I want the IWGP belt." It's like, I'm glad YouTube didn't exist in the 80s. He would have been emasculated by Vince. Oh, but he's a racist, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the we have a semifinals match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship, and it's the winner of Kenny Omega and Mike versus,
Elgin.
Thank you, Elgin, versus the winner of Jay Lethal and Hangman Page. So presumably, based off of our predictions, it would have been Kenny Omega and Jay Lethal. So.
So the idea of that is just making me swoon.
But who goes over is the real question.
Oh, damn, I don't know.
Because Kenny Omega's a Canadian.
Maybe Jay Lethal, because he's the American.
No, okay, yeah, there we go.
Those filthy Canadians. I'm joking. I don't think Canadians are filthy. I think that you're cleaner than Americans. Oh, I'm joking. Joking that too.
I can't disagree, because they dump all of their no, I was gonna botch something I was gonna say. I'm just gonna stop saying it right now. So
yeah, that'd be wise.
Yeah, I was just about to bury myself. I was gonna grab Triple H's gold. Did I say Triple H's?
Yes.
I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go with Kenny Omega, even though like I'd be happy with either or.
Yeah, that's the good thing about this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I prefer to see an American win it in the biggest building, because apparently I think both nights sold out. So to see it lifted in that 15,000 foot seated Coliseum or whatever it is, and see an American lift up that horrible looking title belt. By the way, let me just say that belt looks fucking more ugly than the Universal title.
Ooh. Ooh. I mean, that's true.
New Japan, your IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinentals titles are so fucking good looking, and then you make that shit. What the fuck? Like, I'm a belt mark, so I'm definitely more angry about it. But yeah, no, yeah. To be honest, I think Jay Lethal will win because America. Fuck the Canadians, we're America.
Oh no.
That's what something Donald Trump would say.
Oh, come on.
Well, I had to get one DT reference in there.
Just one. In the Indie Hour. Where else are you going to get it?
I know.
Then we're going to have another semifinals match for the United States Heavyweight Championship. I know, I cut it short, I'm sorry. The winner of Juice Robinson and Zack Sabre Jr. versus the winner of...
Tetsuya Naito and Tomohiro Ishii.
So there we go.
So, what based on what we predicted, it'd be Sabre Jr. versus Naito.
Yeah.
And I think Naito will win.
I'm going to go with ZSJ. So that throws everything in a...
So,
actually, no, it doesn't. Not for me. No, it doesn't, because I have easy things to remember.
I remember. It was so I picked Jay Lethal to go against, then to go against Tetsuya Naito. And I think Jay Lethal will win that and win the whole thing.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, final match of night 2 is the singles match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. So Josh just did his prediction. And then for me, it's going to be Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. And as much as ZSJ is a part of the PWW Boys List, I am going to go with Kenny Omega to become the first ever IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion.
Decent.
Yeah.
A Canadian winning a US belt for the first time.
Hey, stranger things have happened.
True.
So before we end the episode, first of all, let me just say, I think that this first edition of the Indie Hour, solid.
Yeah.
I like it.
Decent.
Yeah.
Decent. Not gonna fault it.
Yeah. So if you guys like the Indie Hour, I mean, I'm still gonna do it because I like it. But
yeah.
Let us know what you think of the segment, and if you agree or disagree with our predictions, let us know your predictions. Tweet it to the Wolfpack Twitter account, tag us in it, or leave it in the comment section down below if you're on YouTube. But before we go, I'm reinstating the questions for the Wolfpack. I sent out a tweet on the Wolfpack Twitter account, and we got one question, which is okay. I can appreciate that. So this question comes from @team_Lesnar, and his question asks, would you rather do Reigns versus Lesnar at SummerSlam or WrestleMania? #AskPWW.
SummerSlam, so I don't have to see it in person.
Oh yeah, because you still plan on going to 34. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think if they're trying to make SummerSlam as big and just as big as possible, I think... Ooh, the dryer just turned off. That's nice, right at the end of the podcast. I think if they're trying to make SummerSlam as big as it possibly can be, I think SummerSlam is the best option, especially with Strowman returning now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what else. Yeah, they're apparently doing Roman versus Cena. Winner gets the right to say they're two-part versions of themselves, I guess. And Cena walks out into the sunset after that. But other than that, there's a question within itself. What other matches can you see heading SummerSlam? Other than Jinder versus someone, the undercard matches, like, are we possibly going to see an Enzo versus Cass street fight, or?
I read, and it's a rumor, that they're going to do Big Cass versus Big Show.
What? You actually fucking taking a piss?
No, that's a rumor that's going on. With Enzo Amore probably being in the corner of Big Show.
Was that Meltzer?
I think... Let me double check, because I got it off of IW Nerd, so I'm going to make sure I look at their...
I normally take it with a grain of salt unless it's Meltzer.
Let me look.
There's points where I trust Meltzer and I don't. So, I have trust issues.
Was it because of Stone Cold and Vince McMahon?
Yeah, it's heel run, damn it.
Oh, no. Where is it? Oh, it would probably be under the rumors section, not the news section, because I'm smart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, more future plans for Big Cass. Here we go. It was mentioned on Wrestling Observer Live by Brian Alvarez that we will likely be seeing a match between Big Cass and the Big Show at SummerSlam.
I'm guessing that's close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh. The pain. The suffering.
I mean, hey, if it's Big Show's last match, then why not have him...
Why waste Big Show's last match on that? Might as well be a title match. He's fucking deserved it, to be honest. For all the shit he's been put through over the years. So,
Shaquille O'Neal backing out.
No, not just that.
Well,
maybe that, but
maybe that.
You know, having to endure WCW for one. Having to be trained by their trainers. But you know, no, I think at least deserves to go out on a high, like being treated at least with a little bit of respect, not in that sort of shit, in a shitty storyline.
Fair enough.
Mm.
So anyways, at team_Lesnar to answer your question, at SummerSlam. For me, at SummerSlam. And for
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, thanks, man. Keeping it kayfabe. I mean, I was keeping it kayfabe, but...
Oh, sorry. Oops. I'm breaking kayfabe. I should slap myself.
You broke kayfabe and I am the kayfabe breaker.
Yeah, I'm normally the kayfabe keeper. I should slap myself again. Did you hear that? I slapped myself. Again. And now my face really hurts. Fucking hell.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck.
Not a bad episode for coming back from a little hiatus, so I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you if you've still been listening this whole entire time. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you very much. It's been I think it's one of the longest episodes in literally a year or so. Except for that 2-hour one, we won't count that.
Oh yeah, that was the SummerSlam one or something like that.
Yeah,
that was last year. So yeah, this has been the longest of 2017. So thanks for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, please make sure to slam that like button below. Subscribe to all of our channels because Haydn was unfortunately not able to make it. Make sure to turn on notifications for all of our channels. Follow all of us on Twitter. If you're on iTunes, thank you for listening. Make sure to spread the word that Pro Wrestling Weekly is on iTunes. Maybe give us a rating, a comment. Let us know what you think.
5-star?
Yeah, 5-star. Everybody's asking for 5 stars.
You can't rate it more than that. You can't give it amounts of 6.5 stars, unfortunately, but we'd love it if you put it in the comment 6.5 stars, but you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. And yeah.
It's your decision. It's a free world. Sort of,
yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you guys for listening, for downloading, for tuning in. We appreciate all of you that have been there since the start, since 2014. And it's a couple of months from now, sure, but we're approaching, I think it's 3 years now, of Pro Wrestling Weekly being in existence. And
we might have to do something special for the 5th.
Yeah. I think...
Jesus, the 2 years to come.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna work... I don't want to say I'm gonna try to work on something, because I said something like that in a past podcast episode, and I'm still trying to work on
it. Yeah, we haven't done that yet. Yeah.
I know. I'm working out the kinks. It's just some things are being very dumb at the moment.
Oh, that sounds a bit weird.
It's
like working in a sex dungeon.
Well, it's not.
Let's end it before it gets any worse.
Yes, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are a former teacher, I'm sorry that you had to hear this. Kind of not really, because it's been fun. I hope all of you guys enjoyed it. So I'm going to quit talking, because the more I talk, I feel like I'm just grabbing Triple H's shovel and burying myself. So with that being said, thank you for listening, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly. Peace.